I'd like to commence this video with a request. For those interested in receiving more premium betting tips and predictions, especially if my guidance has contributed to your success in winning bets and generating revenue, I kindly seek your support in revitalizing this channel. Your assistance plays a crucial role in bolstering my presence on YouTube. You're welcome to explore my Patreon support tier or check out my various plans. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you seeking our premium picks. You can find the link in the bio and comment section below. Thank you for considering and supporting me. Rockets versus Mavericks. My team pick is Mavericks. Houston had that incredible 13-1 SU run, but they've completely fallen off, dropping their last 4 games. The Rockets haven't just been losing lately, they've been getting blown out. Their average margin of victory over the 4-game slide is -15.8. Included in the 4-game losing streak is an 18-point home loss to the Mavericks. Since Dallas gets a home court advantage, and they've been on fire, 13-2 SU in their last 15, I'll back them to cover this fairly large number. The home court could matter here considering Houston is just 16-20-1 ATS on the road this campaign. They've also failed to cover the spread in 4 of their last 5 games. At this point, Dallas has the better offensive talent, and they should stretch this lead out to at least 3 possessions. Take Dallas Mavericks -7.5 points. Cavaliers versus Clippers. My team pick is Clippers. These two met back in January, the Cavaliers winning by 10 points as +1.5 underdogs at home. That was a red-hot Cleveland side who were at the time in the midst of rattling off 9 straight wins. Things have changed since then, on both sides. The Cavaliers have been struggling big time of late, losing 12 of their last 19 games. On the other side, the Clippers are coming together at the exact right time. The veterans seem rested enough for this run, and we know they are loaded with talent. They have won 7 of their last 10 straight up, and Los Angeles is doing well on both ends of the court. The Cavaliers are just looking to get home for their final 3 regular season games at this point. Take the Clippers -4.5 points. Heat versus Pacers. My team pick is Heat. In Friday night's game between the Miami Heat and the Houston Rockets, Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo were the standout players for the Heat. Butler scored a total of 22 points, while Adebayo had an impressive 18 points and 12 rebounds. This dynamic duo helped lead the Heat to a 119-104 victory over the Rockets. The Heat, currently in 7th place in the Eastern Conference, have been on a roll lately, winning 4 out of their last 5 games. This win also extended their winning streak against the Rockets to 8 games. In addition to Butler and Adebayo's strong performances, Terry Rozier added 13 points and 3 assists in just 24 minutes of play. Tyler Hero also had a solid game, scoring 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. The Heat as a team shot an impressive 49.4% from the field, collected 48 rebounds, and had 4 blocks and 8 steals in their road win against the Rockets. Bulls versus Magic. My team pick is Bulls. The Chicago Bulls have locked in their spot in the play-in tournament and are trying to get going and be healthy for their game by ending the season strong. They are coming off a 108-100 home win over the New York Knicks in their most recent game, and Javonte Green spoke after the game as he recorded a career-high 25 rebounds. It was a great feeling. I'm not going to help Andre Drummond pay the fine. Andre's a pro. I felt like that's my game, though. Just bring excitement to the game and just play as hard as I can and just try to win each game for this team. This team needs to be more focused on the offensive side of the floor, as they are 23rd in the NBA with 111.9 points per game allowed and are shooting 46.7% from the floor. They need to figure out how to be more explosive offensively if they want to win games going forward. Thunder versus Hornets. My team pick is Hornets. The Charlotte Hornets have been struggling, and they are looking to play spoiler with the season winding down. They are coming off a 124-115 home win against the Orlando Magic and need to improve. However, their offense is 29th in the NBA with 106.3 points per game and shooting 45.9% as a team. They are shooting well at all 3 levels with 35.1% from 3 and 78.3% from the charity stripe. Small forward Miles Bridges has been doing well as he leads the team with 21.4 points per game. Pelicans versus Suns. My team pick is Suns. When looking at how these defenses have been playing as of late, there is a bit of a difference between the outputs. New Orleans is giving up 114.0 points in their last 4 games, while Phoenix is allowing 99.7 points in their previous 3 games. The Suns seem to have a good matchup against the Pelicans, as they have won both previous matchups and won by 13.5 points so far. New Orleans is on a 4-game losing streak, and it will be difficult to see them being able to snap that here. With Brandon Ingram already ruled out for this game, the Pelicans are going to have a tough time defending Kevin Durant, who is averaging 23.0 points, 6.0 rebounds, and 2.5 assists in his 2 games against New Orleans this season. With the Phoenix Suns being a veteran team that cannot do too well if they are in the play-in tournament, as they would be in an envious situation, go with the Suns to end the year strong and cover the spread here. Take Phoenix Suns minus 6.5 points. Wizards versus Raptors. My team pick is Raptors. 2 nights ago, Toronto snapped a 15-game losing streak, coming out on top as a huge underdog against the Milwaukee Bucks. They had injuries during the streak and turned to reserves for production. The veterans returned against Milwaukee. Gary Trent Jr. returned for the Raptors after missing 2 games with back spasms, and Ochai Agbaji joined him in the starting lineup after sitting out the previous 3 with a right hip contusion. R.J. Barrett had missed 10 of the previous 11 games. Barrett dropped 26, and the Wizards lack any defender capable of staying with him. Washington has lost 12 of 14 in Toronto. Both teams are at the bottom of the conference. Take Toronto Raptors minus 4.5 points. Trail Blazers versus Celtics. My team pick is Celtics. Boston guard Peyton Pritchard got off to a nice start against Sacramento with 11 points and 3 triples in the first half. He started the second half in place of Kristaps Porzingis, but Porzingis returned to the game after a brief time on the sidelines. Pritchard led Boston in scoring and finished behind only Sam Hauser for team lead in field goal attempts. Hauser went 1 of 18, but he and Pritchard will continue to play big minutes over Boston's last 5 games. Over his last 11 games, Pritchard has averaged 13.7 points, 3.2 rebounds, 5.8 assists, and 2.3 triples in 29.9 minutes. He should continue to see big minutes down the stretch since Boston has locked up the Eastern Conference, and I like both guys to play well against a Blazers team that has lost 10 of 12. Take Celtics minus 16.5 points. 76ers versus Spurs. My team pick is 76ers. Philadelphia is getting hot at a critical time in the season, slowly climbing through the ranks in the Eastern Conference. This comes with the 76ers boasting a near-full complement of offensive weapons. Philadelphia has shown great ball security this season, and that should continue as the Spurs have been poor when it comes to forcing turnovers. Meanwhile, the Spurs have turned the ball over at a high rate this season, which will only be a tailwind for the 76ers transition offense. Look for the 76ers to keep rolling here. Take Philadelphia minus 7 points. Knicks versus Bucks. My team pick is Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks are coming off another loss on Friday against the Toronto Raptors with a final score 111-117. This would be the 3rd loss in a row for the Bucks as they continue their 5-game homestand, which has a record of 0-2. Milwaukee is 1-4 in their last 5 games. Milwaukee has been winning most of their games this season with their offense, which ranks 3rd overall in the league in scoring. The Bucks have scored a lot of their points from the 3-point line, with them ranking 5th in 3-pointer attempts, placing them 4th in 3-pointers made per game. Unfortunately, the Bucks on defense have struggling, with them allowing an average of 116.8 points against per game, ranking them 22nd in points allowed. Giannis Antetokounmpo is listed as questionable for Sunday's game due to a hamstring injury. Antetokounmpo ranks number 1 on the team in scoring, averaging 30.7 points per game. Kings versus Nets. My team pick is Nets. These defenses as of late show a bit of a difference here, but not enough with the spread, as Sacramento is giving up 110.5 points in their previous 2 games, while Brooklyn is allowing 117.0 points in their last 4 games. The ability to grab offensive rebounds gives a team an advantage, as the Nets are 7th in the association with 11.5 offensive rebounds per game, while the Kings are 12th with 10.8 offensive rebounds per game. Go with the Brooklyn Nets plus 6.5 points. Jazz versus Warriors. My team pick is Warriors. The Warriors have been fighting for their playoff lives over the past couple of weeks, and they have put enough space between themselves and the Houston Rockets to be safely in the playoffs. The Jazz have lost 11 straight games, and they are simply not playing well on either end of the floor. Their leading scorer, Lauri Markkanen, is out with a shoulder injury, and the Jazz are dealing with other injuries to key rotation players. The Warriors have hit 23-pointers in both games against the Jazz. Golden State is playing high-level basketball right now, and they are in full-blown playoff mode. Steph Curry will not play in this game, but the Warriors are the much better team on both ends of the floor, and they will win this game and cover the spread. My team pick is Golden State Warriors minus 11.5 points. Timberwolves versus Lakers. My team pick is Lakers. The Lakers are hot winners of 4 in a row and 9 of their last 10 games. The Timberwolves are coming off a loss and had won their previous 2 games. Minnesota has won 2 of 3 games facing LA this season, with each team winning at home. The T-Wolves are already assured of a top seed in the West, while the Lakers look to move into the top 6 or, at least, stay in the top 8. LA will continue their hot play at home with more to play for, and King James will lead the team to their 5th straight win, and they will cover the spread. Take the Lakers at minus 3.5.